Hello friends, and here we are for part 5 of our sharing.
Welcome back.
Yes, hello Harold.
Hello.
Yeah, so this is my friend Dr. Harold Kornylak, and I'm visiting him, and he's a great practitioner of meditation for many years and of Tantra, and he's also studied Skydancing Tantra among other different paths of Tantra. So we want now to discuss the following of what we said at the last part, which was that we were going to show you how Skydancing Tantra, what is demonstrated by the statue here, how you can practice it. And I have to say that this is actually a complex training. And rather than explaining this abstractly in words, I would encourage you to come to the Love and Ecstasy training as Skydancing Tantra, or to read my new book, Love, Sex and Awakening, and my original title was Finding God in Bed, which has now become an erotic journey from Tantra to spiritual ecstasy. So there you will have all the descriptions and the revelations and the secrets. Therefore, we now want to talk about meditation. Very important. Your sexual life will be radically different if you are becoming a meditator, and if you're not, totally different.
Well, a lot of the topics we've talked about so far have touched on the need to realize that what we're looking for is inside, and to realize that a lot of the problems that we have, both in our society and relationships, whether monogamous, polyamorous, whatever, have to do with projecting that I'm going to find my completion out there.
Yeah, I find what I'm missing in the other.
Exactly.
And if I don't have the other, I'm incomplete.
Yeah, and that's doomed to failure, because even if it were true, and even if I could find what I'm looking for in you, then I'm going to have to protect it, because maybe I have it now, but what happens if you look off somewhere else and I'll be devastated? Or what happens if you run off with somebody? Or what happens if you die? So I'm going to be constantly nervous. But even more importantly, there's no way I'm ever going to find it, because if I'm not satisfied inside, then nothing that I can receive is going to satisfy that. So meditation is a necessary first step to have a foundation, and it leads you to the realization that everything that you're really looking for outside is already inside, and the outside is just a mirror. So there are a lot of different approaches to meditation, and a lot of them can be very complex. And so what I've come up with after studying many different forms of meditation is that it's really very simple. That in every moment of our life, we always have self-awareness. And that's very simple. It's just, if I sit here and I close my eyes, I know that I'm here. You know that you're there. Can we explain it? No, it would take volumes, and even then we wouldn't explain it, but it's obvious. Here I am. And so when I close my eyes, here I am, and I have lots of thoughts. I don't have to control them. Can you control a thought? You can't control a thought. If I say, Margot,
Yes.
Don't think of pink elephants.
Yeah, classic.
Of course.
Okay, the room is full of pink elephants.
Yeah.
But let me just interject this. It's all about being able to not fight your mind and tell your mind, as I was doing for so many years, go away, I don't want you.
Exactly.
But it's more about saying, thank you, see you later.
Yes. See, what I say is that we have self-awareness, and we always have all those other thoughts. So the thought that they shouldn't be there is a problem. So what we need to do is realize, you know what? All these thoughts are here. All these sounds are here, sensations are here. And you know what? For the next 20 minutes, I don't have to do anything about it. Maybe it's an urgent thought. Maybe I have to finish my taxes. Or you know what? I'm not going to do them in the next 20 minutes. So when that thought comes, instead of fighting with it, you say, thank you very much. I really appreciate you reminding me of that, and come back in 20 minutes. So the realization that not only do I not have to attend to those thoughts, but I don't even have to have an opinion about them. something feels good about that.
Something relaxes.
Right. So the keys are the calmness, the self-awareness, and that it feels good to realize that I don't even have to have an opinion about those thoughts. So those are three things: calm, aware, and it feels good.
No judgment.
No judgment. And so whatever happens in the mind, whatever happens in the body, come back to, okay, I feel a calmness, I'm self-aware, and I don't have to do anything about any of that for right now. And to come back to that and come back to that. Now, one important concept is meditation is not about achieving a state. What it is for me, it's like going to the gym for a workout. You push the weights up, what happens then? They come down. You push them up, they come down. You push them up, they come down. Somebody say, you're totally wasting your time. What are you doing there? And it's not you're trying to achieve something, it's that you're exercising. The exercise of meditation is the ability to make choices. To make a choice that in every moment I can choose my calmness, my self-awareness, and that relaxation, no matter what is going on.
Yeah, you can also choose to be the witness of your thoughts and of your mind, so that you then enter into more of a freedom as to your responses and your reactions, because when you can't do that, then you go on automatic. And you have reflex responses which are sometimes not good at all for you, and then they get you into trouble, and you haven't taken the time to witness, so you are a choice: do I go there or do I not go there? And that's what you're talking about,
exactly.
Right? Yeah.
So meditation isn't about achieving some sort of a state, it's an exercise in making that choice over and over and over again, so that after, later on in the day, having practiced this choice over and over again, I'm going to do it spontaneously without having to think, oh, now what am I supposed to be doing this moment?
Well, and the key to that is this, as you know, breath. Because I have noticed that you cannot be at the same time watching your breath consciously, inhaling, exhaling, how does it work? And at the same time watching and listening to your thoughts. It's either one or the other. So if you're very caught and busy in your mind, then you're not really aware of your breathing. And this then leads you to stress. But if you're really watching your breath, then you can't at the same time be watching your thoughts.
Yes, well, for me, I find some people use focusing on breath as a primary focus for meditation. And I find that can be distracting to have that, because that becomes a thought. I should watch my breath, I should watch my breath. But as you say, breath is very important. So if in this process you find yourself far afield, and what do you mean, calmness, self-awareness, what? Then you can say, okay, because when you take a breath, then you come back to here and now. You don't breathe yesterday or tomorrow or somewhere else. So breath is an important centering tool, and after you notice the calmness in the breath, then you can just settle down again.
Yeah, and having mastered these points, you become a much better lover. Because if you can get into bed with your beloved with an empty mind and no projections and no judgments, you have a much better time. So we leave you with those thoughts and these conversations, and tell us what your experience is, and see you later. Bye!